This session discusses on the topic hydrogen energy, because hydrogen energy is what it is also a emerging technology or emerging energy, means how the hydrogen energy is harnessed and by what methods, for what usage. So hydrogen energy, the basic concept of hydrogen energy, production, its production mechanism, its storage, conversion technologies, transforming technologies like fuel cell, where it is used like fuel cell as a fuel, etc. And many where applications where we explore, where there is an exploration of the hydrogen energy. What is the advantage and what are the benefits of hydrogen energy? What are the limitations? By what constraints hydrogen energy is used or utilized, by taking what considerations, and by whatever context, this hydrogen energy is going to what utilize. So there are some also what key performance indicators like efficiency, like conversion, energy conversion. So there are various energy performance indicators. It is also called EPIs. So there are various energy performance indicators on which, efficient performance indicators on which this hydrogen energy is also going to symbolize. So what is hydrogen energy here? So initially there is a need to discuss the introductory definition, introductory terminological definition of hydrogen energy. Hydrogen energy refers to the use of hydrogen, that is H2. The symbolization goes with H2 as a clean energy, green energy, carrier, and clean energy carrier. This hydrogen energy is used to produce electricity, heat, or mechanical power. So either it may be harnessed, it may be utilized, this hydrogen energy may be utilized in terms of producing electricity, power, energy, or that energy is of electrical nature, either heat, thermal energy, or mechanical power. So hydrogen is the most abundant element, definitely the most abundant element. As we also see, we will also discuss and we will also see the position of the hydrogen and the hydrogen in periodical tables also. So hydrogen is the most abundant material. It is found abundantly in the nature, in the universe, in the nature, but the only constraint and the limitation is that it does not exist freely on earth. However, hydrogen is found in terms of some compounds with someone, like water. So what is the formula of the water? H2O. O is also here, H2 is also here. So this H2 is also what? A molecule of hydrogen. This O is what? An atom of oxygen. Singly, if we will say in a mono quantity, a quantity of a single, then it is called an atom. More than one quantity is termed to be as quantity symbolization is termed to be as molecule. Here H2O, a molecule of hydrogen and an atom of oxygen, that constitute to form H2O. By this H2O, this hydrogen is extracted. So the compound, in the compound H2O, because it is compound is the one which is a combination of more than an element. So here H2O is the source of the hydrogen energy. Hydrocarbons is also the source of the hydrogen energy, and biomass. This is also a source of the hydrogen energy, and these are the abundant places. These are the places where hydrogen energy is getting to extract. When hydrogen reacts with oxygen, it releases large amount of energy. it releases large amount of energy and produces only water vapors. As we know, water vapor is also supposed to be a gas, a gaseous state. Water vapor is also supposed to be what? Gaseous state, and which is making it what? Non-polluting and sustainable. So if we will look at the basic reaction, chemical composition and the reaction as a either as a what? Either as a reactor, either as a what? Reacting side or the production side, producing side. So we come across the reactant like 2H2. It means two quantity of hydrogen molecule plus O2, a molecule, a single molecule of oxygen. They constitute and combine to form two quantity of water compound 2H2O plus energy. Some energy is getting to release. This kind of chemical reaction, this kind of reaction of hydrogen and oxygen, which produces, in which this kind of chemical reaction, this kind of reaction in which the hydrogen and oxygen are reactants, the product formed is water and energy, and when energy is getting to produce, this kind of reaction is supposed to be was heat producing chemical or basic reaction. So what it needs? Why hydrogen is needed? Why hydrogen is needed? Hydrogen is constituted the fuel of the future, because hydrogen is supposed to be the fuel of the future. And as we know, the basic things about hydrogen is high energy content. The energy content in the hydrogen is high. Either what? It is having a tremendous potential of the energy production. So highest energy content per unit mass hydrogen has, and the simplest way to obtain hydrogen from water is electrolysis also, and produces zero greenhouse gas emission. And it produces zero greenhouse gas emission. It means it proves, and it will proves and validates the fact that this hydrogen energy is also an energy of future, the energy of emerging energy, which is having zero greenhouse gas emission, and which produces clean and green energy, which ensures the least emission in the near future, can produce using renewable energy like solar and wind, hydro. So these hydrogen energy can be produced via this renewable energy, means either as a solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, and enables energy storage and transport for intermittent renewables, and can decarbonize hard to electricity sectors like in steel and fertilizers, heavy transport like this. So hydrogen, the main issues what are related with the hydrogen is hydrogen energy sources are its production. So production is of concern, storage and transportation, utilization, where this energy is getting to utilize, what is the use of the hydrogen energy, and safety and management. Safety and management is also very important of the hydrogen energy. Likewise, fixing the economy, how hydrogen energy is contributing. And one of the potential advantage of hydrogen as a secondary fuel is that it can be transmitted and distributed by pipeline in much as the same way as natural gas. So hydrogen is an efficient and clean fuel, and hydrogen that has a huge potential market, near coming market, and enormous capital investment is required for its production, distribution and storage. And what is the important thing here regarding this hydrogen is, if we will go with the flow of in the near coming discussions and the talks, if we will discuss on the flow and the flow chart and the diagram of the hydrogen energy system, we will come that initially the hydrogen energy is produced. This is called the production unit of the hydrogen. After that, what we will do, if there is a production of the hydrogen energy, whatever thing would be produced, that is for some utilization. If hydrogen energy is getting to produce, after the production unit, what comes is either comes the delivery and the transportation of the what? Transportation of the hydrogen up to the conversion level. Or in the parallel process, this hydrogen energy is stored. This hydrogen energy is stored and in tanks, and then after the conversion, after this transportation or either the storage, some conversion techniques is there, and by whatever and for whatever application this hydrogen energy is getting to extract, that can be converted in the same way for more exploration and application part. So here we go with the either production, then transportation or storage, and likewise the conversion as according to the application. This all constitutes in a flow, in a process, in a channel that indicates and opines and termed to be as hydrogen energy system flow. What is the properties of hydrogen? If we will discuss the properties of the hydrogen, then we will come across what? Burning process of hydrogen is pollution free, and standard heating value of hydrogen gas and heating value of liquid hydrogen is what? More. And hydrogen is a light gas at room temperature and pressure, and its density is one-fourth of that of air and 1/9 of that of natural gas. And hydrogen can be liquefied, means it is getting to liquid. How it is getting to liquid? By suppression, by compression. So hydrogen can be liquefied at minus 253 degrees Celsius at atmospheric pressure by injecting, by applying some external agency as atmospheric pressure. The liquid hydrogen has a specific gravity of 0.07, which is 1/10 of gasoline. So mixture of hydrogen and air are combustible over wide range of composition, and ignition energy to ignite combustion is less for hydrogen than for natural gas. And yes, and what? The flame speed of hydrogen when burning in air is much greater than the natural gas. So these are some of the properties. These are some of the properties of what? And hydrogen. That if we will look on the properties of hydrogen, then we will come up with some physical properties as well as chemical properties. Physical properties and chemical properties, we are going to symbolize and indicate is of hydrogen like chemical symbol. It would be symbolized like H2, and atomic number, because every element, every material is having somewhat atomic number and atomic mass. Atomic number of hydrogen is supposed to be 1. It is also indicated in the tables. Molecular weight is what? 2.016 gram per mole. Density 0.0899 gram kilogram per meter cube, and at STP means standard temperature and pressure. It is somehow abbreviated as STP. So energy content is of like 120 to 142 or near about megajoule per kg. So per kg, and flame temperature is what? 2045 degrees Celsius in air. In some of the books it is written like in vacuum also. And color and order, as we discussed the color and order, these are the properties. Color and order is colorless and orderless. It means what is hydrogen is a colorless gas, orderless gas. Flammability, very highly flammable. Very highly flammable is hydrogen gas. As far as the ignition energy is concerned, very low ignition energy. So these are the some of the parameters like chemical symbol, atomic number, molecular weight, density, energy, content, flame temperature, order, color, flammability, ignition energy. These are some of the parameters. properties on which some description is needed, which symbolize collectivity to be as the physical and chemical properties of hydrogen. And conclusively, because the hydrogen is a light, small, and flammable gas and content and must be carefully stored and somehow handled. Hydrogen as an energy carrier, if you will look hydrogen as an energy carrier, then hydrogen is not a primary source like coal or solar. So it's an energy carrier similar to electricity. Like electricity is efficient for short term, like short distance energy transmission. Hydrogen is suitable for large scale, long term storage and transportation, especially across the sectors. So hydrogen bridges renewable energy generation and end users, enabling a carbon free energy system also. So there are some production mechanisms. Before this, there are some advantages of hydrogen as a fuel. What are the advantages? Very high energy content, non polluting, and hydrogen product produced from biomass and supplied to the consumer in the transport sector cost only 50% compared to the hydrogen produced electrolytically. And it is a superior fuel for turbojet aircrafts due to greater economy, lower noise level, and little pollution and less pollution. So hydrogen is a vehicular fuel, can reduce dependence on fossil fuel, which is increasing in cost every year. Hydrogen can easily be transported and distributed through pipelines. And hydrogen being a high density fuel, and its low transport cost compensates for its high produced cost to make it economically viable fuel. So hydrogen can be used for generating electricity, for domestic appliances, in domestic cooking as a fuel, or in automobiles, etc. So what is the application of hydrogen as an energy? So it can be used for H2 or O2 fuel cell for production of electrical energy. Hydrogen is used as a fuel in aircrafts and rockets in liquid form. Aircrafts and rockets in liquid form, and used in cooking, water heaters, and air conditioning. Can be used in furnaces, generators, and widely used in petroleum refining. And what there are different production methods which are associated with hydrogen. How the hydrogen is getting to produce, how we will produce the production of hydrogen would be assumed and potentialed by what methods? So there are some of the methods, like the most commonly used methods of production of hydrogen, they are enumerated is what and described as follows, like electrolysis of water. When water is electrolyzed, electrolysis of water gives hydrogen. Steam reformation, whenever there is a reformation of the steam, then hydrogen is produced. Coal gasification, by the method of coal gasification, hydrogen is also produced. And methane gas reformation, by the method of methane gas reformation, hydrogen is produced. Biological production of hydrogen, there is also a production and generation induction of hydrogen by biological productions and photoelectrolysis. And one more thing which is very important here is, as we have discussed that, we have already discussed the basic the flow, the basic definition of the hydrogen energy, and the basic reactions. And as we know, it is hydrogen is freely and abundantly in the nature, but not in the free state. It is always in the compound state, found in the compound state. Why hydrogen only? Why the emerging technologies hydrogen is using as a future resource? What is the physical and chemical properties of hydrogen? What are the different parameters on which the descriptions of hydrogen is a surplus? Hydrogen as an energy carrier, what are the evidences which follows the hydrogen as an energy carrier? And what are the different hydrogen production methods? And and now what we are discussing, that for the efficiency and energy balance also, this hydrogen energy is also used. And what are the advantages? Clean and renewable, as we discussed, abundant source, high energy density and intensity, and high energy content, versatile use, and easily power transport and wherever needed to be converted for any application, that may be transport or stored hydrogen. And decarbonization enabler. And because achieving what? Non-zero goals. For what? Non-zero. For what zero? For carbon neutrality, for carbon zero goals, for which is also discussed in the sustainable goals also, like energy storage solutions, store surplus solar and like wind energy. And there are also what? Limitations. Before going into the limitation of this hydrogen energy, we will see the hydrogen transportation, how the hydrogen after the production is getting to transport via the medium of pipelines, insulated tanks, and metal hydride transformation, metal hydride what? Transportation. While doing the storage and the transportation, it should be keep in the mind that safety precautions should be taken into consideration. Safety precaution is taken into consideration because hydrogen is highly inflammable and explosive, because the system should be designed to withstand the explosive pressure, and the system should be designed to withstand pressure surges. Continuous pressure surges and the effects would be observed while storing the hydrogen energy. Wherever the hydrogen energy is utilized, the safety precautions should be keep into mind, and proper explosion relief system must be provided. And now in this continuation, the most important is limitations and challenges which are associated with what? With what? Hydrogen energy. High production cost is somewhere, and some optimization techniques is also used, some more methods of the optimization to reduce the cost also. This may be all objective function and the problem formulation and the mathematical formulation for the further research problems. And storage and transportation difficulties somehow seems to be or observed to be in the for containing and existing hydrogen energy. And infrastructure gaps is also there, lack of pipelines and refueling stations also. Fuel cell cost is also there, safety concerns because of the inflammability and the explosiveness characteristics of this gas. So hydrogen economy, because now the economy is also boosting, economy is also going to look for the hydrogen economy as a invention using hydrogen as a universal energy carrier. Renewable power sector, and like in the renewable power sector, how the electrolyzer, then hydrogen, then fuel cell, then power is getting to induce and produce. Then enables sector coupling between electricity, transport and industry, promotes energy independence and deep decarbonization to meet the carbon neutrality and zero carbon emission near the future, which is also a goal of the sustainable development goals. So there are many of the many boosting methods and initiatives which should be and which must be and which are what? For the promotion of the hydrogen energy, to meet the environment friendly, to meet the what? Least carbon producing energy. And the future of the hydrogen energy is supposed to be like the hybrid system, for producing hybrid system where hydrogen and battery, they are fused for vehicles and grids. In the near coming lectures, we will discuss what is electric vehicles and what are the most modern vehicles which are environment friendly, which are using the same energy and they are recycling the energy without injecting more fuels. And hybrid system, for the hybrid system, this future of the hydrogen energies assumes, and global hydrogen trades and hydrogen blending, it is also called, into existing natural gas pipelines. Hydrogen blending, it means mixing. And key, and this is also a parameter, this hydrogen energy is also a what? Is also an opportunity for attaining net zero emission targets, net emission targets for environmental concerns. So what is the conclusion? Conclusion is what? Hydrogen is emerging as a global clean energy, green energy, and zero emission power, energy storage, and fuel flexibility wherever needed. That may be stored, that may be transport. So hydrogen energy is having a very much future, because this is an environment friendly energy in the near coming futures also. We are concluding with this session, and we are concluding with this discussion that there is a production mechanism, hydrogen energy benefits and surpluses, as we have discussed, that how the hydrogen energy is getting to produce, then either transport, either store for the conversion units, for the conversion units to utilize this hydrogen by whatever means it is, to gain the zero carbon emission targets in the near coming future. So in the coming discussions also, we will discuss all the emerging technologies and this hydrogen methods, how the hydrogen energy is getting to produce by different methods. We will discuss in the near coming discussions, and this is all for this discussion.